Hi guys, how's it going? I hope everyone is doing well, day or night, whenever you tune in and see this. This is going to be a general reading for Earth sign Virgo for October 28th through November 9th. It is a general reading. It can cover anything like love, work, friends, family, health, etc. So always take it how it resonates for you. And this is also a timeless reading, so that's why it's in the title. So for some of you guys, it could resonate, 6 months in the past, 6 months in the future, days, weeks, hours, years, etc. So always keep that in mind. So whenever you do see this message, it is meant for you, and hopefully there's something that you can take away from it. So I pulled all of your cards here, Virgo. We're going to get into your reading in just a moment here. I also wanted to say happy Halloween to those that celebrate. And that's kind of why I don't know, I had the cat mask on, another mask, and I was doing Athena a few days ago. And today I'm just like, this is what it is. All right. So, yes. We are going to go over a couple quick astrology notes too before we get into the reading. And then after I finish this live, when I get a chance to, I will try to put a timestamp for people who've already heard the astrology notes or are just not interested, so you can skip ahead to the tarot reading. So I will try to do that later. Another thing I wanted to mention too is that I do take one photo of all the cards that I'll be posting on my Facebook page in case you want to look at it at a later time. All you have to do is click in the description box below and follow the instructions there on how to get to my Facebook page. And I finally was able to change the name of my Facebook page. It was like a name I had from before I started this channel, and they kept like not approving it, and they finally approved it. So now it looks like a little more official or makes more sense because the titles match. So yeah, anyway, you have a good reading here, Virgo, coming up. So let's go over your astrology notes. Oh yeah, one more other thing I was going to mention too is that this reading, can apply to anyone. Like I said, hopefully you'll find something that you can take away from it. But it doesn't matter whether you're a sun sign Virgo, rising Virgo, moon Virgo, or even looking for matters of love with Venus and Virgo. But basically, we all have all 12 zodiac signs throughout our birth chart. So that's why I always encourage everyone, if you haven't already, to do a free birth chart online just by Googling it, find one of them that's free. And then you can find out your other placements, because depending on what's going on in your life, you may resonate more with your moon sign or your rising sign or your sun sign. It's also cool to get into the north node and the south node to find out more about that. So anyway, let's do the astrology. Okay. So we're officially already in Scorpio season, right, as of October 23rd. And then a few days ago on October 28th, we had a last quarter moon. I believe it was in Cancer, or yeah, I think it was in Cancer. Yes. And then today, right, since I'm filming this, let me turn this down, sorry, it's just for the dogs. Since I'm filming this on October 30th, right, the day before Halloween, Mars is officially entering into water sign Scorpio. So the shadow energy side of Mars, we know, is like the god of war, right? Anger, frustrations, fighting energy. But then the more higher vibrational aspect of Mars can be leadership qualities, wherewithal, and creativity. Okay, so hopefully we can all try to stay on the more higher vibrations, right? But yeah, so Mars is going to be entering into Scorpio. It's 0 degrees Scorpio, I think. So basically we're just starting out, and there's going to be a lot more coming up in Scorpio season that can feel pretty intense for certain people at different times, right? But Scorpio themes, which could tie in with the Mars energy, is endings, new beginnings, creativity, secrets coming out, that kind of thing. All right. Now, moving forward, we only have a few more astrology notes. So on November 4th, coming up, we have a new moon in astrology. Some people like to do the manifestations on a new moon as it's slowly growing to the full moon. But of course, you can do your manifestations, your goal setting, your magic whenever it's the intention that's the most important, right? And then on November 5th, Venus, right, ruler of Libra, which covers love, assets, and big wealth, is going to be entering into Earth sign Capricorn, right? So it's going to be, could be for some people, things dealing with love, assets, big wealth, okay, mix in with that Capricorn energy of getting more serious, that Saturn energy of responsibilities, leadership, climbing the ladder, hardworking, like nose to the grindstone energy, all right? Now, also, a particular note here for you, Virgo, too, is on the same day, on November 5th, Mercury, which is your ruler, Virgo, is going to be entering into Scorpio as well. So as we know, if you know anything about astrology, or probably do if you're watching this video, right? But Mercury covers communication and electronics, just to name a few. But it's going to be, again, entering into that watery Scorpio energy that deals with beginnings, endings, what else did I say? Beginnings, endings, creativity, secrets coming out, occult. Okay, you can always get more into it. There's a lot of information out there. If you just type in Mercury entering into Scorpio, what does it mean if I'm a Virgo? Okay, or sun sign Virgo, moon sign Virgo, whatever. So you can always look more into that later. We're just briefly touching on these notes. And then the last astrology note here is Athena Pallas, which is the asteroid, not a planet, but still is close enough to affect us, is going direct on November 8th. So it's been in retrograde since July, all right? And so Athena, right, the Greek goddess of wisdom, usually see her with a shield and a sword or a bow and arrow, right? Almost kind of similar to Demeter, okay, but a little different. So her energies talk about, right, wisdom, but also talents in the arts, defense, intuition, and justice. So a little bit of like Libra energy when you think of the justice, right? But so basically, when this Athena Pallas asteroid is going direct, it could be asking for some of us to, ask ourselves and others, like, well, what is wisdom? Who is wise? Who says what? Why do we trust one person over another? That kind of thing. Okay, so then those are good questions to always ask at any time, of course. And then the other last thing here is that when we talk about Athena with defense, we normally think of, or I normally think of, like outside body, like defending yourself, right, with a shield and a sword, bow and arrow, vice versa. But it also talks about our immune systems, like our defense in our bodies, right? So hopefully now, everyone already has a good immune system, but with Athena Pallas going direct, hopefully even the immune systems will start to get even stronger, okay? So that sounds like good news to me. I don't know about you guys, all right? So those are your astrology notes for this time. So let's go ahead and get into your reading, and I'm just gonna check here. Got super quiet for some reason. Okay, well, I just have the music on for the dog, so whatever. There we go. I think I kind of hear it. Oh, I forgot to set my timer. Oops. All right, so let's get into your reading here, Virgo, right? All right, so also if you're new, welcome, right? If you're coming back, welcome back too. Both equally as important. I really appreciate everyone's views and likes and shares, or whatever form you feel comfortable expressing or not, okay? But yeah, so we're going to start with the main 6 cards here in the center, and then work outwards into your tarot confirmation cards that we're going to use another deck for, and then also talk about what's on the top and the bottom of each deck to get even more information. And then at that very end, we have a couple oh my gosh, oracle cards. Sorry, this earring keeps getting caught in my fake hair. Okay. So let's go ahead and call your cards out here, Virgo, and then we'll go in order. So you have the Magician in the right side up position, the Strength card in the reverse position, the Emperor right side up, the Tower in reverse, Eight of Sacred Circles right side up, also known as Eight of Pentacles, and Queen of Swords right side up. Okay. So let's see, you have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you have 3 major arcanas here. So not too many, but it does speak of when you have multiple major arcanas. There can be more change than normal when you see that in a reading, okay? And again, it is a general reading, so it'll be different for everybody, right? But you start off this time period, and when we talk about time periods too, this first row is energy starting around October 28th, right? A little bit before, a little bit after, it's not exact, okay? And then we're going through the rest of this weekend, and then starting in that first week of November, going to about November 9th or so, okay? But anyway, you start off here beautifully, Virgo, with the Magician card, right? So this is all about feeling like you have all the tools that you need to create your reality. There's a confidence here. There's a forward momentum energy, okay? And then you also see that he has on his altar all of the minor arcanas, right? So he's got the sword, the pentacles, the wand, the cups. He literally has everything, okay? And so all of those things mean different things. So when you talk about the cups, that's emotional fulfillment. When you talk about the swords, that's mental clarity, right? When you talk about the wands, that's defending yourself, okay? When you talk about the pentacles, that would be money or abundance, something like that. So literally, this guy has got it all going on. All right, so such a nice energy here, Virgo. And if this isn't you, it could be the person or people, multiple people you're dealing with, or your general environment situation. This could be past energy. What is the recent past? You have to ask yourself. Kind of already said it before in the beginning, but it could be, a couple of weeks ago, days ago, hours, months, years, etc. But either way, really nice energy here. And also, some people say that, that the Magician is Gemini energy a little bit, could also be Sagittarius energy. You've got some Scorpio energy here with the Tower in reverse we'll go into later. And then also with the Strength card, you do have Leo energy. So it could be that you are dealing with a Gemini, Sagittarius, even a Scorpio or a Leo, or they have a lot of that in their chart, or you do, or it's in the general environment situation that you're dealing with. Okay, so I try to call those out as far as the major arcanas when I remember. Okay, but moving forward here, you start off so beautifully, Virgo, with the Magician in the right side up position, and then there's like a setback or blockage here, but it doesn't last long, right? And usually it's some significant importance, right, when these things happen, even though they're not super fun. Okay, so you have the Strength card in the reverse position here. All right, so this can speak of, stagnant energy, not feeling courageous, not feeling support around you. It can be a lot of different things for different people, okay? But normally when you see this card in this deck right side up, you see this beautiful African woman here with the lion, right? And so sometimes you see them fighting with the lion, prying their mouth open, right? But it's in the reverse position for you. Now, when I was meditating on your reading before I started the camera, this is where Spirit wanted me to talk to you about, along with that card, the Strength in reverse. What's on the top and the bottom of your deck here? Okay, this is the deck we're using for the main six. It's the Ancestral Path Tarot, okay? So this is past energy as well, right? Why this card came out this way. So anyway, on the top, you have the Three of Cups in reverse. And then on the bottom of the deck, you have Prince of Sacred Circles, right side up position. Okay, so for some of you guys, this could be saying that in the recent past, there could have been a third party situation for some, not everybody, right? And there was a lack of trust about something. But despite that energy, somebody, either you yourself, Virgo, or another person or people, right, was trying to work on the communication. Okay, so you see this Native American man with the peace pipe and all the smoke in the background. Okay, and so that's about the communication. It's also about learning new things. He's a prince. He's not a king yet, right? Pentacles is abundance. Not only do pentacles represent abundance as far as money, but whatever you're trying to manifest in your life, okay? Now, if this was not a third-party situation for you or lack of trust, it could also be with the Three of Cups, right? When it's normally right side up, it's about a celebration, okay? So there could have been a celebration put on hold, or a celebration wasn't well received or didn't come together. And so there could have been just some type of communication problem that you were trying to figure out, or the person you're dealing with was trying to figure out the general environment situation. And that could be why the Strength card came out in the reverse position here. All right. Now, moving forward, your third card is the Emperor. So it's like you start off with, oh wait, you have 4 major arcana. Did I say 3? You have 4. I'm tripping today. Okay, it's been a long day. So there's a lot of change definitely in this reading. Now here comes this Aries energy, right? But it's so royal. Like, look at him sitting on his throne. He's very confident, just like the magician. He's balanced his masculine and feminine energies. People look up to him. He has support all around him. He can see things from a higher perspective with the bird here on his staff, right? So it's like you had a little bit of a blockage maybe for a little bit, but then you come out of it, or the person comes out of it, or the general environment here, okay? So that's really nice to see. Now, moving forward, okay, this was the first row we were talking about, right? So this could be more towards this weekend and the beginning of next week. There is another blockage, right? It's not the end of the world, though. Somebody is not wanting to accept some type of change. It could be a small change, a big change. It's some type of enlightenment or revelation or aha moment. I finally understand something. Someone is blocking that, okay? Because normally, let me turn that down. Sorry, it's a commercial on the radio. The lightning is hitting the crown chakra, or the top. I mean, the lightning is hitting the tower, right? Which also represents your crown chakra right here, where you're downloading all this information in your head, okay? And so it can be traumatic, whether it's a small change or big change, but someone is blocking it. And we know exactly why, because this is Spirit wants to tell us here why. Excuse me 1 second. Okay, hold on. Okay, I think I'm good now. So Spirit, commercial split. Spirit wants to tell us why, right? So you have 2 and 2. So 4 could be a particular number of significance here for you during this time, Virgo. But you have 2 of Pentacles right side up and 2 of Swords. And so this is past energy when we talk about what's on the top and the bottom of the deck. This is the other deck that we use for your confirmation cards, right? The Llewellyn deck with the yellow border, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so there's this back and forth energy in the past where somebody was juggling something and they weren't grounded, right? But then on the other side of that, they were also maybe not grounded and juggling because they were trying to make a decision about something here with the 2 of Swords in the right side up position. This woman is blindfolded, right? Her arms crossed with her swords. And so she's thinking about something. She's trying to integrate her heart chakra, but also her intellect, right? And you don't have to be a woman, you can be a man, whatever. It's just a metaphor of the card, all right? But also with the 2 of Pentacles, you see this trickster kind of guy. He looks like he works at the circus, right? Yeah, juggler, okay? And he's got a foxtail on his butt behind him there. I don't know if you can see that. Just a small detail, right? But it's like this back and forth energy, and they're both 2. Okay, that's like 2 and 2 is 4. That's why I said 4 could be a particular number of significance or sign for you, right? But this, these 2 cards come up, right, with the Tower in reverse. So whoever's blocking this change or enlightenment or revelation about something, it's because they're busy over here really trying to get themselves grounded and make a decision about something with their heart and their intellect. Now, moving forward, your 5th card here, Virgo, is the 8 of Sacred Circles in the right side up position. And I feel like this could be definitely Virgo energy at times and definitely in this reading, okay? So obviously your sign, for your sign, Virgo, you're the Hermit card, right? This isn't the Hermit card per se, right? But it's about learning a skill, a craft, getting good at something, getting really detailed, learning all the ins and outs of something, mastering something here. So you see this Native American woman, and she's learning to make the drums, right? So this is really abundant energy. It's forward momentum, right? It's 8, almost 10, okay, which is 10 would be a completion card in the tarot. So it's not 10 yet, but it's on its way. Okay, so this energy could be more towards the middle of that first week of November here, but really nice. Now, your 6th card here, Virgo, bam, another royalty figure in the right side up position. You have the Queen of Swords in the right side up position. She looks like this giant Japanese woman towering over this island, right? So she has all the power, the mental clarity. She's holding on her side, by her side, this Japanese sword, okay? And so this is really beautiful energy here. Again, royalty, it could symbolize for some of you guys a leveling up in some way, and a partnership, a job, a project with friends or family, however it resonates for you, okay? But it's really beautiful, and this is how you want to see that card. And also to get the mental clarity, right? You see she's standing on this island, and the island is in the middle of the ocean. So the ocean and the water represents emotion. So in order to get the mental clarity, she's mastered her emotions, right? And people look up to her and come to her for advice, and she has that responsibility that she carries as well. Sorry, my eye's really itchy. To be loyal to her kingdom, okay? So it could be that you are stepping into some new responsibilities in some way going forward in that first 2 weeks of November. All right. So now let's get into your confirmation cards here real quickly before we get into your oracle cards at the end. All right, so I'll call them out in order, and then we'll go one by one. All right, so you have here, Virgo, the 5 of Wands on the right side up position, 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, and 8 of Cups right side up. So beautiful, okay? These first 2 confirmation cards are usually past energy, and then the third one is more future energy, okay? I love this card. It's one of my favorite cards. All right, so there's the 5 of Wands, right? And so this is that past energy, and what is recent past? You have to ask yourself that, right? But you see these guys, and they look like they're fighting from far away, but they're actually fighting and practicing. And there's a scroll on the ground here, so they're making plans for the future. So in the recent past here, Virgo, perhaps somebody was around you, or even you yourself, right, was trying to take life maybe not as seriously as you used to, not do what you're supposed to do, right? But to be more abundant in a way, and rely on your support system. This is also a support system card here, Virgo. All right. But really nice energy here in the past. And this is what paved the way for the Magician in the right side up position, which was your first card of the reading, and the Tower in reverse. Okay. So on one hand, you know, you took this, or somebody took this energy and got confident, used all the tools they had, and started to create their reality. But on the other hand, I don't know if this was a fear factor. I don't feel like it is, but you know, there was a blockage, right? But we know that you do in time get over that blockage. Okay, so you know, not denying any type of new information that may change your point of view about something, a revelation that you have about a situation, or about yourself, or the world, you know, whatever it is, okay? Don't deny that, because you do have a support system here, right? So if there's something that's really scary here, Virgo, some type of change that's, whether it's a big change or a small change, it can still be kind of scary, or not scary, but like overwhelming. That I feel like that's maybe more of a better word here. That if that happens, you know, rely on your support system, play around, use the scroll on the bottom of the ground, okay? Not everything is set in stone, okay? That's what I'm hearing. All right, now moving forward, your second confirmation card, your Virgo, is the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse position. So this is in the recent past, somebody perhaps was not feeling grateful about their plans for the future. And this could have been you, or it could have been someone around you influencing you, someone you were dealing with here. All right. Because normally when she's right side up, it's springtime, but she's weaving or sewing a blanket for winter, right? And she has the spider web over her head. That's divinely guided protection. Okay. And she doesn't have a lot of pentacles. She only has 3, but she's slowly building her abundance. So somebody here could be, not for everybody, but they could be not feeling grateful about the future. They could also have some type of, in the recent past, right? This is a past card, some kind of blockage with their abundance with money and whatever, not only money, but abundance for whatever they were trying to create. And maybe they didn't feel protected in some way. They didn't feel safe to create what they wanted to create or to move forward, okay? But basically this card is coming in here and confirming the Strength in reverse and the 8 of Pentacles in the right side up position. Okay, so wherever you find yourself or the other person's situation, right? Of course, if you're not feeling super grateful or excited about your plans for the future, or you don't feel supported, it's gonna be hard to feel your own strength or feel strong or courageous or want to move forward or passionate, right? But over time, we know that this energy does wane. And then you have, I want to learn a new skill. I'm slowly building my abundance, right? I'm learning a craft. I'm an apprentice. I'm a master, right? Whatever it is. So you do overcome that energy here, Virgo, which is nice. All right. And then your last card here, the 8 of Cups in the right side up position. It also is a card that feels like very Virgo energy, right? It's almost like the Hermit, even the way this card, I can find it later to show you. But, you know, if you're familiar with tarot, you know what the Hermit is, but it's an old man or woman holding a lantern at the edge of a cliff, right? And they have like long robes and whatever. But here, the way it's depicted as is the woman is walking away, okay? She's taking a break. So this is not a positive or negative card, right? Nothing is completely positive or negative, but this is just a slowing down of energy. Somebody in the recent past and also maybe in the future here, Virgo, you're going to do this again, or the person you're dealing with is going to do this again. The general environment situation is going to take a break. Is going to go and think about all these cups and what's in these cups, what makes me emotionally happy, emotionally fulfilled. I'm going to go think about it and take a nap. Okay, like that's the energy. But it's also about introspection. It's not just like I'm going to take a nap and be lazy. It's going inward within, like the Hermit, and finding your own answers. And this energy, when you do this in the future, okay, if it's also future energy, right? Then it brings about, it's almost like you started, Virgo, the 8 of Cups energy in the past, right? I don't know when exactly, it's different for everyone, but then maybe towards the end, sorry, not the end, maybe towards the middle of November, it comes to its fulfilled, like heightened power, strength, right? Where then, you know, you're taking more of a break, you're going inward, finding your own answers, figuring out what makes you happy before you make your next step. And this is kind of what lays the groundwork or the seeds for this Emperor card in the right side up position, but also the Queen of Swords. Okay, so you have technically you have 4. You have the Prince of Sacred Circles, Prince. You have the Magician. You have a Queen, and you have the Emperor. All this royal energy, all of this power and responsibility and people looking up to you and support all around you. Okay, so beautiful here, Virgo. All right. So that is what I have for you in regards to the tarot. But now real quickly before you go, let's get into your oracle cards. All right. So your first one your first one is this is the animal oracle card that I have. It's a chameleon. Okay, it's really cute. Check it out. All right. So it says, stay in the background and adapt to the situation rather than being conspicuous and attempting to direct the course of events. Yes, and this would definitely be Eight of Cups energy as well, right? Like, I'm not going to make any action. I'm not going to go forward. I'm not going to go backward. It's not negative. It's not positive. It's just a break of energy, right? To kind of feel things out. But this is really beautiful. And I would always suggest too, if you're into it or not, you can look up like the Native American power animal spirit energy of a chameleon for you to see if there's any other messages or if you can make chameleon magic something that you rely on during this time with all these changes, right? Remember, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas. Okay, so that's a lot of change. All right. Now, Virgo, your second, sorry, my glasses with this wig keeps like messing me up. Your second oracle message here, it's definitely not that. Your love oracle message, whether you're watching for romantic reasons or platonic love with friends or family, or even self-love, is, oh, it's really cute. Okay, there's a woman riding a horse and there's angels all around her and some guy following her, right? But it says, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. You guys can see that. Camera, my lighting is like weird right now. I'm still unpacking everything. All right, so obviously if this is applied to a romantic situation, it is safe for you to love, right? So open your heart chakra. This would definitely go with what? The Two of Swords, that past energy of opening the heart chakra to use not only your intellect with the swords, but your heart as well, okay, for romantic stuff, if you want to look at it that way or you resonate with that. All right. And then you can apply this to also friends and family, platonic love, right? When you open your heart and you're honest with people and comfortable to give and receive the highest energy of all, then you will get that back. It's reciprocal. Okay. And the same thing too for self-love, right? Be open to receive and open your own heart chakra. Love yourself first before anyone else, right? All that good stuff. Okay. And sorry. Your last oracle card here, Virgo. Oh, another king. Okay, totally makes sense. Is the Eagle King, and it says the big picture, and it says angelic help. Okay, and there's this Native American man here and an eagle flying in front of him, and it's really strong, masculine kind of energy here. All right, so it's basically saying to you again, because you had the Magician, the Prince, the Emperor. Hold on. Oh, wait. Camera. There we go. Look at all that masculine king, prince, emperor energy. Okay, again, doesn't mean you have to resonate with the masculine side, even though we all have masculine and feminine. It's just a metaphor, but it's really beautiful. All right, and so this is talking about also the bird, right? He has bird feathers in his hair, this Native American man. And then the emperor over here, he has a bird on his staff. So seeing things from a higher perspective, the big picture, knowing that you will receive angelic help. Your guides will help you, your ancestors, guardian angels, spirits, whatever you want to call it, okay? So that is your reading, Virgo. Hopefully you got something out of it. But yeah, thank you guys so much as always for your energy. And feel free to comment if you want, if it resonated with you, if you want to reach out, whatever you feel comfortable with. But yeah, I'm going to stop here tonight because I've been traveling and I'm pretty tired today doing other things. But I will come back tomorrow starting with Sagittarius, I think. Yeah. Anyway, join me tomorrow if you want as well. But if not, I'll see you guys next time too. So take care. All right. Bye.